Well, good evening, everybody. It is go time. We are on, we are ready. It's time for you to stand up for your rights. You're going to get to vote on this $4.3 billion transportation tax that the Democrats and Governor Kotek think that you should have to pay for. And most Oregonians polled, even a KHEU poll said that it was over 90% said they didn't want it. But for some reason, the Democrats and the governor don't want you to vote on it. Wait a minute. Wait. I thought they were the party of democracy. Oh, failed again. So it's your turn to pick up the ball and get moving with it. And we have three people here who are, I got to do my sponsor. Gee. Dr. Michael Bratland, Chris Dental, Eugene, loves for people to be informed, loves what we do, and sponsors our show and really wants this one here today because this is important stuff. So I'm going to bring on Representative Ed Deal, Senator Bruce Starr, and Jason Williams. There he is, Oregon Watchdog. We got a watchdog, we got a representative, we got a senator. What more could you need,
Exactly.
So you guys, these gentlemen are here tonight to explain where we are. So everything is done. We're just waiting for the last little paperwork to come in, which should happen tonight. Or Ed, go ahead and explain to people where we're at. You guys know better than I do.
You bet. So we submitted our sample sheet, the petition sheet. I can show you. It's right here. Be the first to see it, right there.
That's the one.
That's the one. And so we've been told by the end of today, at the latest, that will be approved. And then it's go time, and we will be printing petition sheets out as soon as we have that okay.
So when will people be able to, because that's the question everybody's going to have, Bruce, when will they be able to see these? And I already had a guy calling me, he goes, I'm on my way down to the Republican headquarters. And I said, put on your brakes. They're not there yet.
We're asking folks to connect through our website so that we capture names and phone numbers and emails. And then we will send those petitions out to all of those volunteers, everyone that wants one. We will get them out. And honestly, they'll start going out tomorrow because we got people that are going to be working tonight to get those packets ready to go.
What's your website?
StopTheGasTax.com.
Jason, how important is this step and where you're going from here?
Hey, this will be a political earthquake. We get this on the ballot. I mean, Kotek has to get a yes vote from people on her gas tax, and she doesn't want to be seen with this. That's why she waited until the final few days of the 6-month session to talk about the gas tax. That's why she did not show up to her own hearing on the bill during Labor Day weekend. That's why she's been absent. In fact, some people said that she actually is on vacation right now. I can't confirm that. But the fact that she just got back from a $200,000 trip, taxpayer paid, to Asia.
With her wife.
Yes, or her lobbyist, you mean. Oh, yes, they're both. I'm sorry, they're both the same person.
Lobbyist / wife,
So she was absent on Labor Day weekend, calling the lawmakers into the Capitol because she was on vacation in the coast. She was absent during the signing of this bill because she was in Asia. She's maybe absent now. She apparently does her best work when she's in an airplane, I guess.
Well, she was in an airplane because what I understand is somebody told me that they said, I don't know how much I can say at this, but she went to Hawaii on someone's private jet.
That's what I heard too. I didn't want to say it. I don't give it to you, Rick.
Hey, the state's burning up. Everything's going crazy, and the voters are ready to go do it. Well, maybe it's better that she's not here, so we can get things taken care of. And then when she comes back, we can announce to her that bye-bye.
Yeah.
So tell me, you're having a meeting tomorrow night do you have 1,000? Fill me in.
Yeah, it is amazing. Every time I check, the number gets different. At this point, we have 4,700 volunteers. About 1,000 of those are in the last 2 days. This has exploded.
4,000, more than
Yes.
4,000 volunteers.
4,700 volunteers. And a volunteer means I am going to circulate petitions, not just sign. I'm going to help you get signatures. And so what we've done is we've organized the whole state by petition captain. We have this amazing grassroots director, Jody Fleck, who's volunteering her time to do this. It's amazing. And so each one of those volunteers is assigned a petition captain. And then we've got printers around in different parts of the state. So when we hit the go, and I'm looking at my email right now to see if we got the approval. When that comes in, we click go, and we're printing these sheets at different locations around the state. Those go to the petition captains, and the petition captain distributes those to volunteers. The other thing, we've already got we have signage, and we've got our frequently asked questions and fact sheets for all our volunteers. That's already been distributed.
Bruce, people have to be really careful when they sign these petitions. I had an elections clerk write me, and well, she's a former elections clerk, and she said, Rick, be sure and tell people to sign your name, stay in the lines, make it very readable, make it your signature. Don't make it different, but make it your signature, but keep it. I mean, how tell them how, I mean, this is super important.
Yeah, I mean, everything you just said is accurate, and we don't want to give the Secretary of State any excuse to exclude any signature. So, what they will compare those signatures to is your signature that you have on file with the Elections Division. So you want to make sure that as you sign this petition, it matches what you signed when you filled out your voter registration form. Super important. Those are important. It's also for our collectors. There are specific rules that Ed and Jason and the team have really explained and gone over with all of our volunteers.
So
go
ahead, Ed.
What I was saying is, I was looking for a good training packet for our volunteers, and I couldn't find one. So we're putting together a training video in rapid deployment right now. But just a short video recapping what a circulator's job is, the do's and don'ts. And it includes the law for compliance, but also just best practices as it applies in Oregon. And that's going to come out hopefully within the next few days, and we'll get that in all the volunteers' hands.
So, Jason, I understand you were speaking at a women's Republican luncheon at the Stock Pit bot today.
Yes.
I have.
You have sources?
They were angry with me because I didn't have the petition yet because it hasn't been finally approved, and so I almost got mobbed and run out of the meeting. Yes. But yeah, no, we talked to them. They are so inspired because people they feel like they've been taking it for so long, and they want to be able to say, I would like a vote. I want to be able to say something and say no, because they weren't given that chance earlier this year. And a lot of these other taxes, they've been passing, and there's been no chance to say, voters, do you get to say? No, they've been left out of the process. Now that they will have a chance to say something, it's gonna be the biggest, the biggest rebuke that they can have in state government. Yes.
You guys, there's a lot of people on here too.
You did. You take it farther than I want to, but we get the point.
Oh, it's my show. I could take it as far as I want and do. So, Jason, you do this kind of thing with tax stuff a lot, and I'm just, how monumental and important is this?
Well, as I mentioned before on your program, this happened in 2003. People were kind of suffering from the recession and 9/11, and the politician says, "Oop, we're not getting enough money," so they passed a near $1 billion tax increase way back in 2003. And I was a co-chief petitioner along with Russ Walker. It was a referendum. We brought it to the voters, and the voters said no. And no matter how much money that they were spending at that time, it didn't move the poll numbers. So when that happened, when we had a rebuke back then, a referendum that took down a near $1 billion tax increase, it changed for many years in the legislature. First of all, they filled that $1 billion hole pretty quickly. They said, oh my God, it's going to be a disaster. Suddenly, they found the money. And they did not want to raise any major tax for several sessions later. So I'm just telling you guys, if you sign this gas tax petition repeal, it will echo for several years.
Yes.
So Bruce, what are you up against on this? I mean, all the political pundits, as if they know anything, are saying you'll never get it done because the governor already stole. Yeah. She dragged her heels and stole 30 days of your 40 days of your gathering time.
30 days plus weekends.
Yeah. So you have.
Yeah. So the reality is it is a challenge. There's no doubt about that. But we have almost 5,000 volunteers at this point. That is only 20 signatures per volunteer that they have to get. If every volunteer gets 20 signatures, we're done. If you hit 5,000 volunteers, I've got legislative candidates that are telling us they want to get 1,000 signatures just themselves, just one person. So I believe we're going to get this done. Is it a challenge? No question, no doubt about it. Do we need to raise some more money to ensure that we get it done? There's no doubt about that. Representative Deal and myself and Jason have been burning up the phone lines to raise those dollars. Dollars have come in. Yeah, we're going to continue to do that to ensure that we ultimately get this over the top. But make no mistake, the governor wants us to fail. The unions want us to fail. I expect a full court press over the next 40 days telling Oregonians, oh my gosh, the sky is going to fall if you sign this. But the reality is that they're presenting Oregonians a false choice. And the reductions that the governor's talking about do not have to happen. There are other options, and that's what ultimately that Representative Deal and the Republicans in the legislature have been fighting for.
Now, I want to explain, Angela, you asked a question on here on one of the comments. We have to be very clear here. This is not the recall of the governor. If you already signed something, which is what you asked, that is not this. This is brand new. So this is a totally different thing. The case with the recalling of Kotek is stuck in the courts right now, and there may be some answers on that later. It's not dead, it's stuck in the courts. Now, so if you have signed something, you did not sign this petition to reverse this transportation tax. And this just puts it on the ballot. This still has to go through a whole nother process, guys. This is just the beginning step. But if you can prove to the powers that don't be, that you have the voice and you have the stamina behind you, then we'll go kick some ass after that. But this is just to get it. This is just to get it on a ballot so you can vote on it. I want people to be really clear on that. Okay. So if you signed something already, because there's also a vote by mail to get that on the petition vote. And that is not the same thing. Those are two separate things. So you need to really understand that. I get a lot of questions about that. Do I need to sign again? So yeah, it's hard. Go ahead.
It is. Well, I wanted to build on what Jason was talking about, that this will have a ripple effect for years. And it's not just on taxes. Rick, I avoided government like the plague for most of my life.
That's because you were a business guy.
Yeah. But what I see in the building is really just shocking to me, because time and time again, that legislature votes in ways that go against the will of the Oregonians, regular Oregonians. We're seeing it in a classic way on this one. It's classic, but it's not just this bill. We have other legislation that we introduced in that building that we know is popular with people, and we can't even get a hearing on it. It is outrageous. And here's how the game is played. Okay. And the governor did it on this bill. She works the bill and gets pieces and bits and pieces in there that silence the lobby groups with money that will influence legislation. And the one thing she doesn't count on, well, she counts on the Oregon people not paying attention.
Yeah.
But this time the Oregon people are paying attention, and they're standing up and saying, no more. You're not going to pull this crap on us anymore. You can't ignore us. You can't ignore the voice of 87% of the Oregonians polled agree that they should have a vote. 94% of the Oregonians that testified are opposed to the bill, and they shoved it through anyway.
Yeah, it's arrogance.
And then to burn 40 some days, what a cynical move that is.
Yeah.
It's outrageous. So,
hey, Louis, you made a comment on here, and instead of knocking Republicans and people who believe differently than you do, I would ask you to tell me what you think. Do you think this tax is fair? Instead of just sitting here and bitching about what Republicans do, I think you need to make your point. If you're supportive of this, then say publicly right here for everybody to see, I want to be taxed more every year because I think Tina Kotek's plan is great. And so talk about that, and let's stay on topic rather than you coming on here and hammering on people who disagree with you. I'm so tired of that. And Cindy, thank you for addressing him as well. I'm not going to let people come on my page and get away with that shit.
Well, he's got to realize this is a nonpartisan issue. This crosses partisan lines. We've got Democrats volunteering to gather signatures.
There you go.
Libertarian Party's all on board with us. And if 87% I don't think so.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jason. Pop in.
I want people to know that there's a human element to this. As we talk about the numbers, $4 billion tax increase, $300 it's going to cost a person. There's a human element to it, because people, when you take the title fee of your car and you take it from $70 to $220, that's nearly tripling the cost of having a car. Now, I have an old car that it has nearly 250,000 miles on it, and it's barely there, but I keep it for people in times of need. Well, I have a family member. She works at a restaurant. People aren't coming into the restaurant as much anymore because of prices. People are dropping their tips because of prices. Her car got in the shop for weeks, so she's borrowing my car. At the same time, I have another friend who he's fallen on hard times, and he's asking me for my car. I have this one, I call it my Jesus mobile because it's there to help people in trouble. But now I have two people who cannot have a car at the moment. And here we are. We're going to take the cost of owning a car from $70 to $200, and then the gas tax. If this tax passes, people will be without the cars that they want because they're not paying for it now. Used car sales are going down, which means people cannot even afford to buy a used car. So I want you to think about the poor, the unemployed, the seniors on limited income. How is a senior citizen supposed to come up with $300 extra when you're on a limited income?
Well, and Jason, Ed and Bruce and the Republicans have looked at this plan, and there's a way to cut it back with what we have and still get the roads taken care of. Now, Tina doesn't get some of her special projects in there for her legacy to Oregon. Thank you. You leaving a real legacy is putting more people into poverty, and healthcare costs are going up. And how does she rationalize for this? And I think just the fact that Democrats, Republicans, independents, non-affiliated voters are saying we can't afford anymore. And the fact, all I see is there should be a cartoon with Tina and all the Democrats with their fingers in their ears going, this is going to be great. It's going to be good for the climate, And it's like, what's good for the climate is when you have people that are actually thriving in it.
Yeah. How about an economy that employs people rather than an economy that's shedding jobs and an economy that's shedding corporate headquarters? And holy smokes, that's a whole other topic, but
businesses are leaving.
But it's related.
It is. It's a cost of doing business in our state. These guys that are running our state have no idea what they're doing, except they just think that businesses and Oregonians are an unlimited supply of tax money for them.
You guys, I don't know if you're seeing this, but Constitution Patriot says Curry County wants to get heavily involved in this. So you guys, I'm sure you guys have people in
Curry County is involved in this. So we have a lot of volunteers. And if you want to go sign up to volunteer, you can go to the Grassroots site, notaxor.com. notaxor.com, and you can go sign up right there and volunteer, and you'll get assigned to a Curry County petition captain.
Okay, so Brian, you just asked where can you get, find out. I posted the website ahead, and Ed just said it. Go there. That's where everybody starts. Go to, you guys, we're a technical world now. You go to the website, that'll give you the information. And then when we have a place set up, if it's like, say, the Curry County Courthouse, whatever it is, then they'll start notifying you as to where you can find this stuff out. And I would challenge everybody out there, don't just go sign it. Go help sign up people. I mean, if we have 4,000 or 5,000, we could get another 5,000.
Yeah.
Easy. Every person, how many pages? There's 10 or 20 things on those pages. You could fill that up in your neighborhood. Have a party. Bring everybody over, but sign before you drink.
Yeah,
we've been telling. What's that?
During the holidays, man, you take it to your holiday party.
I know.
Thanksgiving Day dinner. Go ahead.
We've been given, so every county, we've got 100,000 signatures across the state. Every petition captain, has a goal. And we figured if we had 2,000 of the volunteers engaged, 50 signatures each, we're there. I could stand outside my church on a Sunday and fill that up after church and be done. I've met my goal.
Yeah.
We told, I've been talking to the Lane County petition captain. If you get your whole team to stand outside the last home game for the Ducks on November 22nd, and then go to those bus locations where people are getting on that bus, you'll double your goal in one day and you'll be done.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Christmas. This is a sprint, not a marathon. We got to think in days.
Yep.
And I'm also trying to get people to think, the most effective way is to walk areas that are busy and get signatures. You could sit behind a booth and stand there and wait for somebody to come to you, but get up, walk around, and people will respond to this one. They already know it. They already have an opinion on it.
Yeah. And it would help if everybody educated themselves just a little bit to kind of know when somebody says, yeah, but that's gonna cause all kinds of problems. We need this money to, and educate yourself and figure to know that the money's there to do what you want done. There's no money.
No, the money is there. The money is there. I mean, you look at the total amount of money that the state spends per person. We're usually in the top 5. So we have more money per person than 45 other states. And we know they have the money because ODOT and the state spent $250 million on studying a bridge, but didn't build it. There was a bridge in Portland where they spent $130 million. Buses can go on the bridge, but not cars. And of course, Tina Kotek signed the bill to give $10 million for a Portland mega food court restaurant. Our tax dollars went to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, probably the most expensive luxury hotel in the entire state, and it went bankrupt after a year. And the food court next to that hotel also got taxpayer subsidies. So when you get the bill for this gas tax, which is going to cost many families $300 to $600, when you pay more at the pump, realize that they're blowing the money. This is why we need to have a right to vote on this. And Thanksgiving is coming up. And when you guys are around that Thanksgiving table and they say, what are you thankful for? You need to say, I'm thankful that we have the right to vote on things here in Oregon.
Yeah.
And then pull out the petition at the dinner table.
So Jason, Josh is asking, they spent what on a bridge? That wasn't even on the bridge. That was a study of the bridge.
That was a study.
That was Josh.
Yeah, the Columbia River Crossing Bridge in 2014. They spent $200 and it was like $40 million studying the bridge. Kitzhaber, the former governor's campaign manager, was one of the consultants on that bridge. Consultants made a lot of money. It went nowhere. And then the other bridge is the Tillicum Crossing Bridge in Portland. It goes across the river and from downtown Portland, $130 million, and cars are not allowed. And if you look at that bridge, no one's on it. So, it's great. They're blowing the money because we keep giving it to them. Please stop. This is what they say in rehab. Please give Kotek rehab. Help her to come to grits with reality. She needs to step away from her resort luxury vacations and balance the budget just like 45 other states do.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's Tina. She's in Hawaii. You get the tanning stuff that you need? Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Bye-bye.
We have record revenues in the state. We've got the biggest budget we've ever had by a long shot in the current session, but yet the money's tight and we're looking at budget cuts. Make that make sense. There's never enough money for them. And at some point, it's just got to stop.
There's no end to the good that you can do with other people's money.
With other people's money until you run out of it.
I could think of some great things. Hey, so somebody just asked on here. I don't think this is true, but I'm going to ask you guys. She said you can fill out. You can take more than one form and fill out more than 20 at it. I mean, you could take 10 forms and get them all full, right? I mean,
each sheet has the ones we're handing out to circulators. Each one of those has 10 lines on it.
Okay, so you can do 100 if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So whoever asked over here, I can't remember because you're past my vision, but you can do as many as you want. Okay. So give them one last pitch where we're at. So what's going on, Ed?
So I'm waiting for the email that says our template has been approved, and then we're going to send orders to the printers, and we will we'll have the first batch of petitions curried to certain areas. We'll be having petitions out in the wild tomorrow. And Rep. Bosshart Davis is ready. She's at a Lynn County farm show. People are just chomping at the bit. Where are my petitions? Where's this thing? We want to get those in her hands tomorrow, hopefully sometime in the morning. But we'll get those and gather those signatures.
Yeah, I'd sign her petition before either one of you guys. She's way prettier than you two. All three of you. That's what you put her on the front line. Yeah. I see what you're doing.
Not all of us have beautiful hair like you do, Rick.
Hey,
I was saying I'm the only chief petitioner that has hair. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Well, let's see how that all works out, Okay, so tomorrow people will know. For a few people have come on and asked because you weren't here earlier. There's a website all the way up there. Bruce, give them the website again.
StopTheGasTax.com.
All the way through. StopTheGasTax.com. That's where you'll find out where you get your sheets, where things are going to be, and if you want to volunteer, you can sign up on there as well because we're taking. And we're only going to take up to 20,000 volunteers. After that, we're going to have to cut that off.
So Rick, we've been operating with No Tax OR. A lot of people know that name, notaxor.com. As we've evolved and we're now an official referendum, stopthegastax.com is the official website. The grassroots arm is notaxor.com.
Okay.
We're all one big happy family. There's some PTSD about past competing petitions. I found out. I want to let everybody know we're all one happy family here.
So when does this have to be turned in? When do they have to have the signatures by? December 30th?
December 30th, but we can't wait that long. We need signatures back. That's why we're saying 100,000 signatures in 30 days. So we want this done in mid-December. We're wrapped up. We're going to do 100% audit of these signatures. So we have a high degree of confidence when we send them to the Secretary of State that they're accurate. And we're using some new tool sets for that to be able to do that 100% audit.
Will you have people watching them when they're looking at them?
When they do, you're talking when the Secretary of State does their job? Well, here's how they do their job. We can.
I take the two bald guys and make them stand there. I think your hair is going to get in the way, Ed. And I think maybe a little reflection off there and kind of throw them off a little.
We're doing 100% audit. What the Secretary of State does is they pull a 5% sample. So they do a random sampling of 5%, and they are checking for invalid signatures or inactive voters, that kind of thing. And then they apply whatever, if they found a 10% error rate in that sample, they apply that across the whole population of signatures.
Okay.
So, so our pre-audit is very important. We want to catch the mistakes before they do, so they don't count against us when they do their audit.
Okay. Gentlemen, I told Bruce we'd be out of here in 30 minutes.
Okay.
And 4 minutes late. You've made me a liar. So that's on Jason and Ed. It wasn't my fault, Bruce. And the bald thing took up about 4 minutes. So
I did. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
in both of your case, bald is beautiful.
There you go.
But Shelly's way cuter. All right. Congratulations, you guys. You worked hard. You're doing good. This is awesome. And
It's go time.
yeah, it's go time. So there you go, guys. You know what to do. No negative I'll talk to them about that. You guys go do your thing. Thank you for being here, boys. All right.
Good. Thanks, Rick. Bye-bye.
Welcome, man. All right. So no more negative talk. You are going to get those signatures. Okay. There's a line in the Bible, says life and death is in the power of your tongue. What you speak will happen. So no negative talk. You want this thing turned around, then you have to speak positively about this, and you got to work at it. It's going to be hard, but I think Oregonians can do it and get this thing done. And when people come in and give their little BS, like that guy was earlier about, making fun of people, don't make fun of people. Just go in and do your job and get your thing done. And that's what's going to happen. Share this on your page too, so other people will know, because you guys are part of this. It's not just those three guys and me and other people. You're part of this. This is your Oregon. So fight for her. Share this on your page. Just share it directly from your Facebook to your Facebook, or go to YouTube. It's on YouTube as well on my channel. You can share it right from YouTube. Don't share it to Facebook. They don't like each other, but you can share it to your website or on an email. You could send out an email to your friends and say, did you know? It's go time, and send this and link this video right there to them so they can see it as well. Okay. All right, guys, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what Tina's been dragging her feet, and now she can just lay out there on the beach with her wife on the beach in Hawaii while we're over here getting ready to kick her ass. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for being in here. Also, we want to thank Chris Daniel, Family Dentistry, Michael Bratlin, our dentist, who is our sponsor of these podcasts. We couldn't do this without him, so we want to thank him. Have a great evening, and we'll see you guys later. Good night.